From a business perspective, building a hospital that had a commitment on helping you stay well, and in fact, keeping you out of the hospital, was very risky. Reimbursement wasn't there. It didn't make a lot of sense. In fact, people said, "You gotta be crazy." I found myself at age 14 a part of a climbing club, and we went out on a great adventure to climb the rocks and the cliffs around Catalina Island without paying close attention to the rules of the instructors, thinking that those rules were just for kids who didn't know how to climb. And I realized that I'd far overextended myself. I came into a climbing situation where it was life and death. I screamed for help. In the process of just feeling the waves of emotion crashing over me like they were the surf down below, I felt desperately lost. And then I looked at the top of the cliff, and there was poised a huge cross. Maybe God will intervene. Either God was going to save me, or the natural results of my disobedience were going to result in death. Through the heroic efforts of a couple of other climbers, I was brought to the top of that cliff. We rejoiced as a group around the foot of that cross. And that cross has punctuated my thoughts for years. After that, for my personal life and my career, God became the partner. He called me. And instead of just being a weekend experience with God, God became my business partner. You know, you can come to God with your family, and it's a great place to build family and build things in a church and a worship experience. But taking God out of the door into my business, to actually risk investments on God's ideas. When we looked at Celebration, we said if we're going to build a hospital of the future, maybe we should change the whole covenant. Maybe we should be a hospital that's with you in sickness and in health. There wasn't much reimbursement for wellness. It was very risky to go that route and put that much investment on one platform. Do I believe God's ideas enough that we would take a business risk to build a facility based on those ideas? I mean, no one else had proven them out. We had to just simply step out and do it. He made us for love, and anything that produces love is the most powerful thing in the world. He made us for imagination. So he made us to be in his image. That's the root word of imagination. So as you imagine things, you can bring them down to life. And wow, those discoveries have changed the way I look at my world and the way I look at most of the tasks of management. My name is Cummings, and I am second.